of advertising, and so far we've learned different reasons why people have used advertising, and today we're going to learn some more about the effects of advertising. So the section that we're going to read today, how advertising helps us. Advertising is an important part of the economy. Thousands of people are employed in the advertising industry. Many experts believe that advertising helps individuals, the country, and the world. Advertising creates jobs. Advertising helps companies increase sales and leads to higher profits. Higher profits help companies grow. Growing companies buy raw materials, build new factories, and purchase other services. They also hire more workers who then have more money to spend. The economy becomes stronger when people have good jobs. And I see here's an advertisement here. Buy your wife a Ford, and the caption says, in the past, vehicle advertisements used different appeals. What appeal is being used in this ad? So we just read advertising creates jobs. Now we're going to see how it helps the world economy. Many companies now sell products all over the world. One example is Procter & Gamble, P&G. P&G makes 300 different brands and sells products to almost 5 billion customers in 180 countries. Many of the world's most powerful brands, such as Apple, Microsoft, and Coca-Cola, hire workers all over the world. The workers earn money that they spend in their own countries, which helps those economies grow stronger, encouraging new product development. Advertising encourages companies to develop new and better products. Companies count on advertisements to draw attention to their new inventions or improvements in older products. Some products fail, of course, but others last forever. And then we have an example of an ad here, and the caption says that advertisers will try to turn this new car into a top seller. And now we're going to learn about how it helps grow business. According to a study in the United Kingdom, money spent on advertising helps the economy. This does not mean that every ad increases a company's sales. Some ads work, others do not. Instead, the study shows that advertising has a positive effect on businesses. And then we have another way that it helps is it helps with parenting choices. Advertising doesn't just introduce new products, it also presents a full range of choices. Ads may offer additional information about a product. How does it work? What does it cost? What special features does it include? This information helps people make better choices. Advertising encourages people to compare products by considering size, style, price, options, and quality. And then we have another text feature here, a photo with a caption. It says, new parents have many choices to make when buying for their babies. And then another benefit it says is that advertising makes shopping convenient. Today, many people are buying products and services online. By looking at company websites and online shops, they can find what they need without leaving home. Experts expect online shopping to increase dramatically in the coming years. And then we have a huge text feature here. We have a Did You Know box. It says British shoppers rank #1 in the world in online shopping. Almost 2/3 of British adults shop online. The latest figures available rank Denmark second and Norway third. Australia is sixth, and U.S. shoppers come in 14th. We have a picture here, a photo with the caption that says online shopping allows people to shop without leaving from home. And then we have another subheading, providing new business opportunities. Online advertising makes it possible for individuals to market their own products. The website Etsy provides a place for people to market handmade items. People who make toys, jewelry, clothing, food items, and much more can now sell their products online. This is easier and cheaper than opening an ordinary shop. And then another benefit is advertising lowers prices. In order to sell more, companies may lower prices or offer sales. A well-known study showed that advertising reduces prices even without special sales. That's because the more items a company sells, the less it costs to make each one. This is called economy of scale. Companies pass the savings on to customers. And I noticed this text feature, this photo with the caption that says advertisements alert consumers to sales. And then the final benefit that for ads are advertisements support important causes. Sometimes businesses include charities in their advertising. In 2012, Marks & Spencer designed a marketing campaign called Schwapping. The ads urged shoppers to leave an older item when they buy something new. Marks & Spencer's provides Schwap drops in its stores. The store sends the older items to Oxfam, an agency that helps the poor. The items are then given to people in need. These advertising campaigns increase sales and help others. However, some people believe it's better to give money or goods directly to charities. Many charities and other organizations create their own public service ads to reach the public. Stores or companies make it easy to give to charity, but their real goal is to increase its own sales. So I'm going to ask you to stop and think right now. What did you just learn about the ways that advertising can help businesses and people? Stop and think. So we're going to skip some of this section and we're going to move ahead now. Since we learned about how advertising helps people, now we're going to learn the opposite, how advertising causes harm. Some people believe that advertisements are harmful. They point to advertisements that deceive us. Some advertisements are misleading. Common ways advertisers mislead consumers include weasel words that suggest a positive meaning without really making any guarantee that can be measured. Phrases such as people say, most people agree, and studies show are weasel words. The bandwagon technique, which is the suggestion that everyone else is using the product, so you should too. Celebrity ads may also use this technique. Just because a celebrity is using the product doesn't mean that you should. Glittering generalities that use appealing words and images to sell the product. For example, the product will change your life or turn you into a cool kid. Again, this cannot be proved. Making false claims or lying in ads is illegal. Companies cannot say that a medicine cures an illness unless there's scientific proof that it does so. However, misleading advertisements are not illegal. It's up to the consumers to read or watch ads closely and make their own judgments. So we have another photo here with a caption that says advertisers use celebrities to promote products. And then we have a Be Ad Aware text box. It says a candy store at a local shopping center posts a big sign in the window that says World's Best Chocolates. Are they really the best in the world? There's no way to prove or disprove the claim. This kind of advertising is called puffery. It is not against the law. The shop is stating an opinion, not trying to deceive customers. And then we have another example of that. It says the best Chinese cuisine in town. And the caption says some restaurants may advertise that they offer the world's best. So one of the ways that advertising causes harm is it says that advertising causes us to want more. Advertising creates a demand for more and better things. New and improved are words often used in ads. This leads us to think that what we now have is not good enough. Advertising may convince people that the things that they want are actually things that they need. For some people, shopping becomes a habit that has little to do with basic needs. Advertisements convince them to buy more. Studies show that unhappy adults believe that owning more things will make them happier. They buy things but still feel unhappy, so they buy even more. It can become a never-ending cycle. And we have another photograph here, and it says advertising may lead us to buy things that we cannot afford. So one way it harms us is advertising causes us to want more. And then now we have advertising leads to overspending. Advertising may lead some people to overspend. Items on sale seem too good to miss. Some shoppers get so excited that they buy more than they can afford and more than they need. Some sales advertise buy two get one free. It may be a good deal, but if you only need one, why buy two? Consumers should think carefully before they buy. Many people today use credit cards. This habit makes it easy to overspend. The result is that millions of people are in debt. They owe more money than they have. Advertising, especially by credit card companies, makes it easy to spend money. Unfortunately, it's not easy to get out of debt. And then we have the same picture here, continued on the other page with a little box. It says, what do you think? Children's writer Maurice Sendak once said, there must be more to life than having everything. What things are more important than material goods? So we've seen how advertising causes us to want more, how advertising leads to overspending, and now it says advertising leads to waste. If advertising leads to overspending, then it also leads to waste. We've become a throwaway society. We replace old, but still usable objects with brand new ones. We toss the old ones away. This practice is not just wasteful, it's also dangerous. Plastics, electronic equipment, and other waste products release dangerous chemicals that may cause illness. Advertising may be partly to blame for the piles of trash in the world's landfills. And then there's a photograph here, and the caption says that landfills are full of electronics that still work, but are not the latest technology. Throwing away too much is harmful to the environment. We have a did you know? In the last 5 years, 12.5 million computers have been tossed into landfills. Just one computer can contain hundreds of chemicals that are dangerous to people and the environment. According to one report, Americans threw out nearly 304 million electrical items in 2005, and two-thirds of those still worked. So another harmful effect here is it says that ads are annoying. Many people think ads are annoying. In a recent survey, 91% of Americans reported being annoyed by ads. As many as 43% said they would ignore any company that sends them two or more online ads or spam emails. Even so, the ads may influence what we buy. Of course, people can turn off the TV or stop buying newspapers and magazines, but some ads are unavoidable. Ambient ads surround us. Online ads appear with every click of the mouse. So I'm going to ask you to stop right here and do some thinking. What did you learn about some of the ways that advertising can cause harm? Stop and think. And then before we close out today, let's take a look at this nice little pie graph here. How consumers feel about advertising. It says 66% of people think that they feel like they've received too many. 8.5% don't know. A small percentage says they don't get enough of it. And then we have I received the right amount at 23%. And then a little caption to this graph says a 2012 survey asked people in the United Kingdom and the United States how they felt about the amount of advertising they received via email, text messages, websites, and other digital sources. And this would be the result of what they asked. So now we're going to take some time and we're going to do some writing about text features. So I'm going to ask you to, when you stop this video, to make sure that you pull out your notebook or a sheet of paper.